This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Yo, checking in one time for your mind. Stay tuned for your Friday Night Lights every Monday and Wednesday night.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
I have to go see a man about a minute.
And you better not lose.
Good morning, good people. Good morning, Mike.
Morning.
Just come on here to wrap it up from after the game show. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the guy we had coming on last night from Mississippi. You know what I mean? That means we doing big things. We got them coming over from Mississippi telling us about their games on last night.
For sure.
Yeah, you know. And if anybody in the group or on know Shakir from Tumbledale, please help us wish her a very, very, very happy birthday. You know what I mean? So, you know, win, lose, or draw, she's a true fan. So, please help us wish her a happy birthday.
It's your birthday. I don't know what sign it is, but it's your birthday.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Help us wish her a merry birthday.
For sure.
And many more.
I know.
Well, like I said, it was some good games on last night.
Yes, it was, and it was some bad games. Got some fan bases waking up happy this morning. Got some fan bases waking up a little upset this morning.
Yeah. I was happy with the performance of my team. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Yeah. I know for my team, I'm just glad they got a game in and can get ready, get prepared for a tough matchup this coming Friday.
But to be honest with you, will that even be a tough game for Cedar Grove? That's the question.
Don't know. Won't know until they line up and blow the whistle and kick it off.
Well, I ain't seen one yet, so that's what I'm saying. I ain't seen
True.
one yet.
Facts.
So,
I know from what I've been reading and understanding, I guess you could say we caught Colin Hill at the right time. Apparently there was a fight after the Brookwood game and some players got suspended. So
wow, both teams y'all don't play in the past 2 weeks. Why they want to fight? Good God, no, they got to play to win.
mm-hmm. It is what it is. We'll take it though. It's helping our case, that's for sure.
I feel all you gotta take it to.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna sit up here and complain and be mad about it. I'm gonna take the victory and move and keep it moving.
Have a lot of people voted in the Pick'ems this week?
What we had, 11 people participated. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out this tiebreaker. I'm hoping Calvary Day plays a game today so we can use them as a tiebreaker if needed.
What you think they're gonna play them? I got it.
I don't know. I'm hoping they do. Cause sure, I'm trying to. Man, I don't, well, my mind is bad. I'm trying to remember who they were supposed to play last night.
You need to get it together before your hood out come on this evening.
I know, right? Oh, I got time for that. Now I'm trying to remember who Calvary Day was supposed to play. Uh, keeping track of trying to keep track of everybody. Tend to have stuff slip your mind. Let me see. I'm going through the scoreboard real fast. Trying to go through the scoreboard. Calvary Day is supposed to play Federico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shadon.
Good morning, Shane. Yeah, so I don't know. They said council. I don't know where Federica is located at, hoping that they can travel back up there, or Calvary Day can travel back down there to them and play the game.
Oh, so they were going to Federico.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that Irwin County and Turner County game true? The score on Max Prep?
Hold on, give me a second. I'll tell you in just a second.
Shadon, we had somebody on last night from Mississippi. Was telling us about the game they had over there last night. He liked what he heard. He actually wanted to get on, but I wasn't able to send it to him.
No, Irving County won 41-7. Sharon, you heard me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Irving County won 41-7. So whatever you saw on Max Preps is wrong.
Wow.
Wow.
Because you got to remember, anybody can go in on Max Preps and manipulate a score.
Yeah. Shadon, we wished Shakira happy birthday last night. And we played a little music. We played Luke. It's your birthday. We all went dance for it. We had a good time. But so far by all the stacks I've seen, I think Wichita got the best stacks. What I've seen, so what I've heard and seen so far. And that AJ Jr. from Hoka, he had 5 touchdown passes. I been more than that for when I found out what it was. You know, till how many yards he passed for. And the defense number 6, that Parker kid from Peach County, he got my vote for defensive player of the week because he was on it last night. He had 3 picks. He had 3 picks and 1 pick six, 1 for a touchdown. He balled out last night. You know what I mean? So Shan, did you watch it on what it is? That football page? That
The NFHS network.
Yeah, did you see it on that? I think I'm gonna go on out today and try to watch that game that the guy told us from Mississippi. I gotta go in and watch it
Oh, okay.
and see, yeah, and see that we need to implement. Let some other teams come in too and talk. What y'all think?
Yeah. Oh, Sharon dropped off. I guess she got a bad signal.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that she had a bad too. Let's see.
Mm-mm-mm. All righty. But yeah, boy, Region 1 got to get back to the drawing board with quickness and get their stuff together down there, boy.
Who you think gonna end up winning the region?
Well, I haven't, honestly, well, I ain't gonna sit up here and say, yeah, because I haven't watched not Calvary Day, but Thomasville play play a half a game, so I haven't really looked at them yet. Um, but I got to ride with Yo right now. The one team that's really getting themselves prepared to go in the region play is Thomasville. Even though they're taking these losses, it's still getting them prepared to go in the region play because they're playing better opponents. Like, but when you look at Carver Columbus, we already know what their problem is: slow start penalties. It caught up with them this past weekend. Doherty barely pulling stuff out, and then obviously with Cordell, I don't know I don't know. Well, we know part of the problem is they quarterback. If they still running AJ at quarterback, it's hurting them because they got to put that kid in space. and let that other quarterback get it. Let the young kid at QB2 get the experience that he's gonna need to go going forward. Because basically all they doing is running a wildcat, just like Pierce County. That's all they doing. But they got to get their stuff together though.
I mean, I was expecting them to beat Sumter, so
Yeah,
that wasn't a surprise.
but 19 to zip.
Yeah.
That's the thing that got me is at the most you scored 3 touchdowns. That's it.
Yeah.
That seemed like somebody that they should have blew out. Worse than that.
Don't Sumter got a new football coach?
Not sure on that one.
They do. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good
Sis, you
morning.
sound tired this morning.
I know. Sound like you went and saw a man about a mule last night.
How was y'all's
I had to go see a man about a mule.
How the what now?
That's how the show been going. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, we just sitting up here conversating, just talking.
Oh, okay.
Mo,
Yes.
Mo, tell us again what Sis was doing last night, Mo.
Okay, you want to hear it again? Okay.
I had to
What's
go
up,
see a man
yo?
about a mule.
What's going on, babe?
Hey, Jimmy Wayne.
What's going on, Sis?
Not
You all right?
much. I'm good.
I like you up under the bed.
Huh?
I like you up under the bed.
No. I'm fine. So yes, Sumter County has a new head coach.
Oh, okay.
I forgot where he came from. Somewhere up in the Atlanta area, if I'm not mistaken.
Who, Sumter?
Uh-huh.
They coaches from Dutchtown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Dutchtown doing good right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
He must have got ran up out of there.
Maybe.
It
That's
was,
interesting.
in the spring and stuff when he took that job, we was wondering, with no ties to the America something the area, why would he leave Dutchtown and come
Right.
there?
Money. Gotta be.
Last night. Shane, Jesse, y'all missed dancing with Shakira for her birthday.
Oh.
I was so tired because our day started so early yesterday, so I crashed.
That was
I
a
was trying
beautiful
to stay
thing.
up.
That was a beautiful thing y'all did for nephew.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
was. It
he
was.
was fighting back them tears because I had that camera on him.
That was so sweet. I didn't hold mine back. I'm sitting up there. I'm sitting up there in the training class about to boo-hoo. It's like, oh, this is so sweet.
Hey, nephew would have been proud of that linebacker core last night also.
Yeah, he would.
Oh yeah, I sent him a message this morning when he told me he was headed to the stadium. I said to check out the Peach County game. 'Cause I got the NFHS. I told him to go back and watch it. That they won, so he'll go check it out.
Hey y'all, since y'all up this morning, y'all want to do a little dance for Shakira's birthday? Y'all down with it?
Well, I can't dance, but I can shake my hip while I'm laying here. Sure.
I can't twerk online.
Gotta save my energy. Gotta see another man about another mule this
There you
evening.
go. Crank it up, man. Crank it up for Thomasville, man. Today her day.
I know it. Happy birthday, baby girl.
Happy birthday, Shakira.
Shakira.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Now
Cha
turn
cha
up.
cha.
Now turn up. Hey. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mike. I know you get tremors when you hear that. Y'all escaped having to play Uncle Luke, so I know you scared when that came on.
I was over here shaking in my boots.
Man, big up Cedar Grove, man. I gotta tip my caps to them kids, man. You know, I've been having y'all down with 0-0 starts, and y'all been looking very impressive, man. Big ups to Cedar Grove.
Heard
Congrats.
nothing but good
Congrats.
things. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, but I'm gonna be honest about it. After reading some stuff yesterday, it seems like Mill Creek. Apparently, they got into a fight with Brookwood after the game, and they had some players suspended for the game yesterday.
Oh, that was
But
Collins Hill, yeah.
yeah, Collins Hill
Yeah.
get into a fight after the game with Brookwood. So, but at the same time, though, you still got to put them 22 on the field.
You got to play
You,
what's in front of you. It's not
you
Cedar
did.
Grove
Yeah,
fault.
Yeah, you did
yeah,
what you were supposed to do. So
Yeah.
big
yeah.
ups to Cedar
Right.
Grove. I mean, even if they had their 22, I mean, I've just been hearing really good things about what's coming out of Cedar Grove. So,
And it's
Uh,
sad because that fight also
hello, what just happened to him?
affected the JV game. They canceled the JV game because of that fight. They didn't know it was going to be any kind of retaliation or anything. So it had to be a pretty ugly fight for players
Yeah.
and canceling
yeah.
Wow.
the JV game.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to this Mill Creek game this Friday because that's gonna be our first. This should be our really our first true test.
Yeah.
And and between Mills Creek and St. John's,
Cockwood.
our two toughest opponents.
Cockwood gonna be
Yeah.
tougher, y'all. Cockwood is playing solid. I
Yeah.
watched a
Oh,
little bit of them last night. They took
Yeah,
it
they
to Lee
look good.
County at Lee County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they looking solid. So
That's gonna be a good one. Y'all got to go back down to Moultrie,
they
right?
gotta go to the
yeah.
hog pen.
When
Again,
is
yeah.
it? Oh, when is that game?
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah. You got
yeah.
Mill Creek, top 10. Well, you had Collins Hill top 10, 7-8. Mill Creek
Yeah.
top 10, 7-8. Then Colquitt top 10, 7-8. So
Everybody we've been playing in 7A was top 10 at one point.
Right.
It was
Yeah,
top 10
Yeah.
when we played.
yeah,
Westlake
Westlake
was.
was also. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
Westlake,
played all top 10 teams. Yeah.
yeah. And Westlake went out and put an impressive victory last night.
And they played Southwest DeKalb.
I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. They hung almost
True
50
that.
points on them. So, I mean, it
Mhm.
showed.
Facts.
You
They
can't
did. I mean,
control
they
that.
did what they were supposed to do.
Good
Yeah.
morning. Good morning. How are you, Robert?
Been holding back because of my non-biased status that I try to carry on this podcast show. But at this point in time, I would like to give a big shout out to the mighty Peach County Trojans last night. Yes, them boys came and they showed up against the grain. I mean, everybody, including the Wizard and
Have-
half of their fan base, counted them out and called that a loss. And they came and showed out last night with the support of the true fans. I mean, I just want to give a big up to them kids, man. Being on that sideline, if you'd have saw the morale of those kids, man, I think that victory last night and them bonding together, I think they're going to be ready to go for the rest of the season.
I hope
I
so.
hope
Big
so too.
ups.
Cause
That's
they
wonderful.
make me nervous sometimes. I don't know which Trojan team gonna show up.
You know,
Yeah.
They make me nervous every week. Every week.
Yeah.
you know,
Dr. Jekyll
we've
and Mr.
been,
Hyde, but I love them.
yes, we've been giving them that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type mentality. But I think some key moves was made in some key positions, mainly that linebacker and secondary.
Hmm.
And
And they made a quarterback change last night, right?
QB1 has been changed. I don't know how much that's going to stick, but you saw it last night. At this point in time, I don't even think it's about competition anymore. I think it's about the players and how they rally around one versus the other.
And it's about
And
leadership too.
there
You
you
know,
Yeah.
go.
when you take on that quarterback position, I mean, you got to look at what AJ Hill is doing with Hoko as a young quarterback. How
Yes.
these kids who are juniors and seniors who got to, who got to have that confidence in this young quarterback to lead them on the field, and he's doing exactly that.
And
Yeah.
I see why. I see why they have that confidence in him. He's a confident young man.
Mm-hmm.
He's humble. He's very, very smart. He seems like a good kid, and I see why they rally around him and they trust him and what they say. But yes, you certainly need that general that's on there's a field general, a general on the field, and somebody that can lead off the field as well and be an example.
Well,
Not saying that the QB1 wasn't doing that, you know.
that's an example of what you're speaking of. I saw something last night. I just want to point out in 3 games this year, being a scrimmage game with Colquitt, Baldwin, and Northside, we had so many delay of games. When I tell you we didn't have one last night, I saw offensive line and receivers looking over to the sideline for a play, and I saw QB1 yell at them and tell them, "Get down, get set." You know what I mean? You didn't get that with
Hmm.
another quarterback. He made sure he watched the clock. He made sure those guys was ready to play, line up, and that's the leadership that you're talking about. You want from your quarterback.
Hmm.
So
Well,
you're
I
saying the
learned.
change at QB1 it is making a difference.
And I told you throughout the week before it was even announced. I think we talked that in private that there was going to be a quarterback change, and I told you that you would see a difference. So yeah,
But
it made a
kudos,
big
I
difference.
like when executive decision is made and it benefits.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you can't go wrong with that. So and nobody can be
Yeah.
mad about that.
You
No.
know, Jones Scotty was, you know, what I mean, coming through there. And he'll run, he'll shake them.
yes,
I mean, that's what you got to do when you're trying to win a game at that
yes.
point.
It showed Mo, and what you're speaking on. If you remember the touchdown pass to number 8, um, another one of my little cousins made an outstanding catch in the back of the end zone off a great throw, but the play was extended. He was rushed. He was under pressure. He rolled outside the pocket and made a great throw to a receiver that made a great catch. And that makes a difference where you could have any other way took a sack and been looking at fourth down, maybe trying for a field goal. But here on third down, you got a quarterback that's mobile and able to extend the play and ended up with 7 points. So,
That's what we get, though.
yeah,
I was
Video,
looking at I was looking at to change the subject real quick. I was looking at some of the comments in some of the other groups, and I was looking at some upset Warner Robins fans talking about fire the um, OC
the
and
head
some
coach.
was mad
The
about
head
Westbrook
coach.
and the head coach, and you got to understand y'all lost a OC, y'all lost a DC, you lost your offense and line coach, all to Hoko, which is playing well by the way.
Uh-huh.
And
Not to mention you lost how many seniors?
right. And
Bye.
I'm thinking, when are y'all gonna accept the fact that y'all rebuilding? You're not in a reload status. You're trying to figure out who's available and capable of stepping up in the shoes of being filled from those who just graduated. So I'm like, God, they ready to call it quits or whatever. That's why in the beginning of the season when they were saying three-peat, I was saying not so fast
Yeah,
because I know these kids from when they grew up playing together from travel ball to middle school or whatever. When that 22 class left, I said that they was gonna be rebuilding.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, and it's and it happens all the time because it happened in
It
Peach
happens
County
at
too.
every program.
You
You're gonna go
get
through that
you
every
get
3 or 4,
spoiled.
5 years. Yeah.
You get spoiled, and they just bottom line. They went to the state championship for 5 years straight. They're spoiled, and
yeah,
that's all that is. I mean, some
yeah.
of them are
Yeah.
spoiled. You have
And
to be realistic.
just for me to chime in on that, both of my sisters make a great point. That's what I love about Friday Night Light podcast. You don't get it anywhere else. Where you got two females that can bring it to you just as raw as any female in the country when it comes to high school football. That's why I love Football Friday podcast as well as my sisters. They hit on some great points. And when you think about everything that they're saying, you got to understand this is the beginning of the season. You're playing non-conference games. Your only focus right now during this rebuild should be planning to win your region. Because if you win your region and make it into the playoffs, anything can happen. You can't start dropping your heads and downing your kids and coaching staffs out the first 4 weeks of football when you hadn't even touched your region yet.
Mm-mm.
Understand your situation. Understand that you had key positions to graduate and leave. Understand that you had coaching staff overhaul, a complete overhaul of your coaching staff. Like, just be patient, Warner Robins. You're gonna be okay. Hey, babe, you must be at the airport.
I don't know who that is,
Is
but
that Mo?
I don't know. But I was
That's
gonna add
Mo,
more.
man.
Mo, mute your mic for a minute.
Hold on, let me see something. There we
Okay.
go. Yeah, but to touch on what you saying, yo, that's what we was talking about earlier. Well, carrying on the conversation from last night and this morning, talking about Thomasville in that Region One,
Yes.
and that's why I do have to agree with what you were saying as far as Thomasville, possibly, being the team that win that region for the simple fact, one, they are playing better competition leading into region play,
Agreed. Agreed.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
and even though they're taking losses, all it's doing is preparing them.
For region play. You're absolutely right.
Mhm.
You're absolutely right.
So
Iron sharpens iron, and I mean, you know, you got other teams they're winning, but you beating the deaf, dumb, and blind, and you beating them by very little. So what is
Very
that
little.
saying?
So what that say when you have to get into that region play?
Yeah, I mean, some stuff you can just see from a mile away, and then,
Yeah.
and well, it is because it's the same region. Just like when I saw that Carver and Spencer were 6-0 at the half. I was like, something is going on. I said it's going to eventually catch up with them. And then when I saw that they were playing Northeast, a team that had lost, but they had, how do you say it, quality losses. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
mhm.
I said that. I said, they can't play that come from behind game. They can't start in the third and fourth quarter with a team that's good.
Yes.
And it bears itself out last night. So,
Yes.
you
I
know,
remember the show on Thursday when we did speak to our
J-Bo.
Carver Columbus fans. We told them you can't come to Macon and want to play around with Northeast Raiders. You can't do that. And I think they took it lightly, being a 2A school, thinking that they can just come down here, and they got jumped on real quick and they just couldn't recover.
Mm-mm.
Big shout out real quick. So I'm sorry, I just had a take from one of my Perry listeners that said they're listening. Big ups to Perry. I'm glad Perry won last night as well as Peach, because it put some stigma around the game for next week. If both of them would have came in, or even if one would have came in, and I'm pretty sure the panel can understand what I'm saying here. If one of those teams would have lost, or both would have lost, it kind of would have downplayed the game next week. But with both of them coming off big wins, I think that's going to be what it should be now, looking up to the hype of that game.
Exactly.
So,
And I mean, they have a common opponent.
yes, you got
You know,
Jones County to look at as a common opponent. So, big up my homeboy Eddie Gary, who just let me know that he was listening, probably listened via Twitter or YouTube. Big up to Eddie Gary and the Perry Panthers on their victory last night. But with that being
congratulations.
said, you better be ready next week.
And
Yep.
that Panther pen, you better.
You better. In that Panther Den, I need my Trojans to be focused and on it. And Perry, I don't know. I'm just going back to the Northside game and to what I heard about, even that Hoco game. They 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 make a lot of their scores on big plays. I don't know how long that's going to sustain. So y'all need to come with it.
So, Jess, you won't be back?
No.
Shan, I know you will be by then, correct? Shan, Mo, are you
Oh,
going to the game, Mo?
I am. I am.
Okay. We're invading their tailgate. We letting y'all know right now, Perry. We're coming. We're taking over your tailgate. Y'all gonna
And I
feed
bet
us.
not. And I bet not get sick from eating that food either.
Exactly. You gonna feed us, and then after we beat you, we gotta get police escort home because y'all gonna be mad.
Real mad. And listen, when I do get back, y'all gonna feel it. Y'all better not make my sister and my brother sick. We gonna fight.
And since it's hate week, y'all better put a camera on your field. I better not say that because I'll probably get banned. You know how some kind of banned folks are making jokes down
They
going on
sure do.
down now.
They sure do.
But I
No.
know y'all remember a couple of years ago when someone snuck down and put the Trojan cape and things on the Perry Panther statue.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, that was hilarious, man. I've been joking with them saying that was gonna happen this year, but I would not say that for Hoko ban me outside of any school in their district.
Mm-hmm.
They'll wait on you right outside the gate and take you
Exactly.
right on over there behind McDonald's to the little camp.
Yep. Yep.
They sure will. It is right behind McDonald's,
Right
isn't
behind McDonald's and the Publix over there. They know where it's
it?
at.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
And
I
that's
I'm a
hate
one
them when
thing.
terrible
they
And
sneak
that's
human
up
one
on
thing
being.
we got to know, Peach County fans. Do everything in
I'm a
decency and
terrible
order
human
and in
being.
fun, because we
I'm
too
a
close over
terrible
there to the
human being.
jailhouse for you to be acting a nut and
Yeah.
cause
Please, because
problems.
it's right around the corner. Don't act
And
the fool.
and if you hear
I'm a terrible human being.
EP on this ad libs, understand we coming down there next week and we some terrible human beings.
I'm a terrible human being.
Hell nah.
I'm so tickled. I didn't know he did that. I didn't know
Yeah.
he did that voice
I'm
over
a
that
And I
long.
ain't
terrible
bailing
human being.
nobody out.
I don't have no money. I can't big out.
Oh
I mean,
man.
I wouldn't no way, but I ain't got no money.
Yeah, we got if they give you property bonds now, we got a couple of properties now that we could probably use, but we ain't got no money to bail you out right here now.
I ain't gonna use no property bond. You ain't act no fool and put my property up because you foolish. Nope.
Don't go down there cutting the food, man. Like I said, the people I hang around with down there in Perry, our family are people that I look like as family. So I think it's going to be a good week. It's something good that this rivalry has been restored for the regular season. I think a lot of the nonsense that used to go on has been gone through. So I'm looking forward to the game, man.
I am too. And I hate that I won't be able to tailgate with y'all. And that's one thing I've been missing. I haven't tailgated this year. Won't even be able to do it homecoming. I gotta wait all the way till November to
Okay.
tailgate. So
Okay. A question was just proposed to me by Mr. Eddie Gear out of Perry that I want the panel to take a look at. He said, who has played a tougher strength of schedule, Perry or Peach?
Peach, for sure.
I definitely say Peach.
mm-hmm.
I mean, he can look at our schedule and make that determination.
I mean, when you talk about the common opponent of Jones County, Perry two opponents has been Houston County and Veterans. Okay. We got Baldwin Northside and that common opponent of Jones. How
And
can
we
you
had
not
Cockwood as a
have a
scrimmage.
scrimmage? Yes. How can you
Mm-hmm.
not look at that schedule to determine and see?
Do he have a Facebook?
Yeah, because
No,
they had Hoko for a scrimmage.
no, he's only on Twitter and YouTube. He
Okay.
don't do Facebook.
How everybody
Okay.
doing?
What's going on, El?
What's up,
Send
Mom?
him,
Not much. No.
send him that link, yo. He still come on. He got to get on Facebook. He still can come on in and send it to him.
Okay, I know he work at Frito. He might be at work, but let me see. Ed, hit me up and let me know if you at work and if you want to
Yeah,
come on. We would
you
love
know
to
they had
address you.
Frito this morning.
Yeah, we would love to address you personally.
Yeah,
Yes.
just like in Mike, just like in our Conrad Mike's voice. You know.
But
Oh yeah. I
week
want to
four
go.
has some great games though. If we look at week four's schedule, there's some great games that was played and then that is being played. So if you coming up, some teams had a bye week early, so this will be their third game or whatever. But look at some of those matchups. It's like before region play, these are some great games to watch.
Yeah, and that's what we spoke on last week, babe. The fact
Come
that
on now, shawty.
yeah.
I'm a terrible human being.
The fact that now that we're into week 4, you know, some started this week, but majority of these next couple of weeks, you know, week 5 and 6 and going into week 7, it's finna start region play. So it's down to the nitty gritty now, babe.
Hey, yo.
Absolutely.
What's up, bro?
Need your sound bites now, man.
Okay, I definitely get some for y'all. I love what you got going on. I don't want everybody else having their input and sound bites, and I don't have nothing. So I'm gonna have something coming for you.
Next thing we know, somebody else gonna have sound bites.
Oh, funniest.
Baby,
I'm just saying.
Just wait. It's coming.
It's coming.
Everything else come, don't it?
Hey, let's listen to how proper this link, this one here right here. Hold on. This one here is so proper to me. Hold on, y'all. Just like Coach Crow said.
We not here. We missed something.
Turn it up a little bit, Bo. Get it loud.
I can't hear it.
Go ahead. We can circle back.
Tune in.
There you go. Tune in. Since we know that you got listening ears, you ain't gotta listen. You gotta have no listening ears. Just tune in by yourself. Just tune in for yourself.
Right. Well, Mike got to get something for the Wizard. He got to come up with something for the Wizard.
Yeah.
I am. I gotta think about it.
Ed said that he can't come on, he can't talk. He's probably, like I said, at work. But he said that at the time of playing Hoko, it was the first game of the season, but Hoko is still undefeated. Veterans were undefeated when they played them, and Jones was undefeated when they played them. But when you talk about strength of schedule, you got to still look at what that does. Like if Veteran has played what I would say cupcake teams, that undefeated schedule don't mean anything. If you want to look at strength of schedule, you got to go back and look at the teams itself. And ain't no way you're going to look at Northside, Baldwin, and put them on a neutral site with Hoko and Veterans and just declare Hoko and Veterans winners of those games. Like, I know other people like to look at rankings and how they rank teams, but I always go back and say that one thing that a lot of people hate to look at, and that's the eye test. Like we just spoke about that Region 1, AAA Region 1, the eye test. Yes, Thomasville might be winless, but the quality of competition and the way Thomasville playing versus these win teams, undefeated Doherty, 2-1 Chris County, but who are they playing versus who Thomasville is playing? Sometimes you have to look at the eye test instead of just looking at pen and paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you hear me? Yo, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
This is for that Perry fan.
That's a dark cloud over you, Eddie Gary. That's a dark cloud over you.
You out here with that, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
The rain is upon you.
You got to play the Pink Panther.
The rain is upon you. Oh, yeah, that Pink Panther thing. We're going to have to get that for this week coming into that Perry game. Except they're going to be some Blue Panthers. They're going to be sad and blue after Friday.
Yeah, right.
What time you going down, yo?
The guys that's hosting has invited us to the tailgating and stuff. They normally charge their people for tailgating, but I will be contributing some things to it on our behalf. So y'all come on down, man. We're gonna go down early and enjoy some festivities with them.
I know when we was at the first game, our boy don't tell us to come to the tailgate and stuff.
Yeah, that was Eddie. That was Eddie. That was Mike, and that was Wilbur, our cousin.
Yeah,
so,
Wilbur.
Yeah, so those guys is who I hang with. Those are some good guys, man. They some good guys.
Wilbur is a really good guy. Tell him I said what's up.
Yeah. We need 2 sound bites from you.
But we said what's up. Shout out to Wilbur.
Shadona, do you hear me?
Hey man, I want to just say also too, I have a little
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Mo. Who you need sound bites from, Mo?
Shadona, like she can't hear me.
Shadona, we need 2 more from you, babe.
I need her saying this is a whole bunch of bullshit.
You got it. I would send it to you.
And something else you like to say. This is a whole bunch of bullshit.
You know, our little cousin play for Perry too. Trey Wright, that Jerry Wright son. I mean, our grandson.
Oh yeah, I've told them about Trey and stuff.
We already know about the cousins.
Yeah,
we already know about the cousins.
Yeah, we got a couple of them down there, Mo. Got a couple of.
But I definitely plan to be at this game, and Mike, I'm coming to the Cockwood and y'all game.
Oh wow!
Is Peach off that week, right?
I think we are off that week. So, and I don't come back up here to Connecticut to October 1st. So.
So y'all just gonna make me travel down to that game, huh?
If Peach is off, I will be at that.
Well, that's home
game,
for me anyway. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this to say that. A lot of people was underestimating Peach County, but they just don't know how different how they look when they made a transformation with that defense, with that linebacker core. And that secondary core, it's a whole different ball team. You know, you probably can agree to disagree with me, but the eye test I saw last night, I was very impressed. And you can say this to
I'm a terrible human being.
Let me ask y'all this. When y'all was at the game, how was the offense like peaking as far as like plays, the different plays? Because I know with Northside it was like we couldn't get anything going. So what was the difference last night from the Northside game?
What's Colin? He managed that. He was a great field general. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, so the QB change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Eddie said Trey Wright don't acknowledge Peach County, Fort Valley. You know, all his family is from there, but he said he don't acknowledge Fort Valley.
He ain't got to. He ain't got
to. He'll feel it though when they hit him in the mouth. One thing about it, his cousin was one of the best tailbacks at Peach County in the early 2000s. So you know what I mean? Yeah, T-Wright was one of the best tailbacks in the early 2000s.
So I don't blame you, baby. Make a name for yourself.
I know he said he got to follow his own footsteps.
And it's easier to make a name for yourself.
His granddad is a true Trojan.
Go do it.
His granddad is a true Trojan through and through. He even got the Letterman jacket, so you know his granddad. He's a true Trojan.
When you see his granddaddy, he gonna be representing Fort Valley State or Peach County Trojan.
Who's his granddaddy?
Jerry Wright, where the cowboy had the cowboy boots all the time.
That's my buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy.
Oh, that's why his brother said that Perry was gonna win last night. He said this out of his mouth, and we told him he can't be on here saying that. He said he know how Camel is. He said Camel gonna mess it up, and I say Camel ain't gonna mess it up. And he said we know they got rid of Cooper, but that's what folk fail to realize. Cooper was the OC. Cooper made those decisions, and Campbell trusted his OC in DC that he let them do their job. So that's another thing with us well, I ain't gonna say us. Some of our fan base don't like him because of what the OC did, and they say that he could have overturned it, but he would let them do their job.
Yeah, that's not how Campbell coached. And one thing I can say, and this is just going on the Perry Peach County rivalry, which we won't hang on that the whole entire show, but I just wanted to say this. Regardless of what happening down there in Perry, when you go to Perry games, Perry stands are gonna be full with Perry fans. You know what I mean? Last night, I don't know if it
They
was
got
the
a great,
rain.
they got a great fan base now.
Yes. I don't know if it was the rain or what, but when you looked in that stand last night, it was empty. It was empty. And it really made me mad that a lot of these fans has turned their back on these kids and this coaching style after one loss to Northside. You know, I've been hearing that they've been writing these kids off and everything. You know, a big ups to those kids, man, to take that pressure, take that hit on the chin, and go out and perform like the champions that they are.
Yes, but
Again, big up Peach County, the mighty Peach County Trojans.
that's right. But can I say something?
Go ahead, baby.
This is not necessarily anything new. It goes back to what I was saying, like we're spoiled. You're gonna see it might not have been as sparse, but that's not necessarily anything new. Now, once you get toward the end of the season and like the first or second or the third round of the playoffs, you don't see nothing but black. But before then, we just get spoiled because you just assume, oh, I get that next week because they're gonna win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's some of it. Now
Yeah.
I don't know about I'm not discounting what you're saying, but what I'm saying is we've been spoiled for a long time.
For sure.
Man, I hate that I missed the game due to me being out of town.
Yeah.
This is what
I'm
I'm
in
saying.
Savannah right now.
You out of time looking for that wife that you posted on your thing.
Man, go ahead with your mess now. Don't come with your antics. Do not come with your antics.
Listen, lady, he got a state
Look at
job.
fans.
That means he
Yes,
got good
fans.
benefits.
Fans, we got one for you right here.
It's
We
steady
call him
income.
Elmo, but his name is Lamarius. What is it? Lamarius?
Lamarius.
Lamarius Everett. He's good dude, raises kids, and he got a good job, girl.
Hit us up. We'll get you the contact. If you want to reach out, we'll get you a contact and do them DMs.
Hey, don't cut.
I thought we was supposed to talk about football. What y'all talking about?
Hey, I guess they trying to get Elmo to be the quarterback, goddamn.
Hey, in the words of Mike Rachel, y'all are something.
No, I'm just saying. Oh yeah, where's Mike? He need to do that. We need another soundbite from you, buddy.
Oh, that Atlanta foot, Sean.
No, not that one. Well, yeah, that one, but no, Cole, you stupid.
That's Charlotte, boy.
That one I heard up there.
Oh, it is. I just didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Love, peace, and happiness. Come on now, Charlotte. Come on now, Charlotte.
Boy, you done went on the whole soundbite spree. But yeah, so I'm just looking out for the ladies.
So real quick, besides that Peach and Perry matchup, what else is intriguing to you all, Nature? We know the Cedar Grove Mill Creek. Mike, you spoke on that because that's y'all real true
that
test.
game.
Yes.
What
else? Anybody know anything else intriguing next week?
I have to go back and look, but can I go back to a comment that I didn't acknowledge and I meant to? Honcho said Cedar Grove need to go ahead and move up to 7A.
I would move him up to 5A. I wouldn't just push him to 7A, but I'll move him up to 5A.
Man, when you look at the numbers of Cedar Grove, just like I told Coach during our interview, man, you look like a 7-18 with that numbers on the field, man.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna scratch this. Please nominate your players for Player of the Week. Please,
yes.
Because we don't want to hear we get overlooked. You got up until Tuesday at 8:00 p.m. to nominate your player for Player of the Week.
Can I ask this? Is there a centralized location for them to go and nominate their players?
You know what? Go ahead and tell them what it is.
Or the email address.
Go ahead. Go ahead and tell them.
We've been having people posted on the page, so that's why I tagged you guys in that one for the Dublin, because that person was nominating that player.
We need them to send it to the email.
Well,
Because they send them.
can we send it to the email for 'em?
Well, that's
You know,
fine.
Yeah.
Could you please tell them what the email is? You said it so perfectly.
Let me see if
You done forgot.
Okay.
She got it right now, Mike.
Okay.
I think I do. Friday
Oh,
night
man.
lights.
I just had a question proposed again. Eddie Gary is at work.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna let you get
Hold on, yo.
It's Sports Talk Friday Night Lights at gmail.com. The lights
How you doing?
have an S on the end, and the sports have an S on the end. Now go ahead and do it professionally. Yes.
Please send your email nominations to Sports Talk Friday Night Lights at gmail.com.
We need you to do that we need you to do that soundbite.
I got you,
For
buddy.
real. Cause damn, my collar got hot then.
Yeah, no.
Something wrong, y'all.
Hey, for Cedar Grove, Eddie Gary just proposed a question. He said, how many players are showing standouts for college and the NFL from Cedar Grove, considering they've been on the top for so long? I think they proposed this question because they like to talk about Casey Haywood, who's the starting corner for Falcons. We know played with Green Bay and Los Angeles Chargers, are a Perry graduate. So
he's asking basically how many players we got in the NFL right now.
No, not how many players, but are a standout. You know, are known to be good in the NFL, not just on an NFL roster, not just on a college roster. Like you hearing them making plays and noise every week.
Hasselwood, I know at least. He's doing great at Arkansas.
Yeah, I would think Jalen Hazelwood would be one. Malone was a stud at Memphis.
And Malone about to be a stud on Sunday.
On the Falcons.
Tomorrow. He about to show out tomorrow. But
did he say college or did he say the NFL? Which one did he say?
Both. On both.
I mean, we got players. I mean, you can go look at Arkansas film tape from last week, and you'll see two standouts showing out.
The Binion ran good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Chris Paul played good as well for Arkansas last week, defensive wise. So, big shout out to these Georgia players that came from 3A that's doing exceptional well in those college games last week. So
that's right. And can I give a shout out? It's not Arkansas, but it's football, and he's on television. I'm gonna give a shout out. No, two. Shout out to Justin Harris and to
Alderman.
They did a fantastic job.
Tim had
Sunday.
2 sacks. I was screaming so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, LBC, stand up. That linebacker core.
When I tell you he was tearing them little boys up, he was tearing them up.
I'm going to give a shout out to TJ Ferguson. And
we love you, TJ.
Yes, we do,
TJ.
Way to go, TJ.
That's as far as we going to go with that.
Roll Tide.
That's as far as we going to go with that.
Next.
Shan, I spoke with Skyler last night, and I told him I'll have you get with him because I don't know his Facebook account, but he's ready to come on and talk about his commitment to Ole Miss.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm his Facebook friend and I'm his Twitter friend.
Okay. So maybe you can set it up with him, Mo.
We're gonna try to shoot it for him to come on Tuesday.
But to answer Buddy's question, Cedar Grove has a significant number of people that are doing well.
And I forgot one player we forgot to say, Noah Winnington at Oregon.
Most definitely, shout out to him. He's a good kid because he comes from great parents. I mean, just real proud of him. I mean,
who would y'all say I missed it?
Noah Whittington.
Oh yeah. And Sergio had some play time too with Crimson with their game against Georgia Tech.
Georgia, Georgia fan base. This how y'all was when y'all hitting on the winter last week.
Cardinals terrible. Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, we're not gonna talk about college, but
How you not? It's a Saturday. What you
we
mean?
can. Oh, so let me
It's
ask
a
y'all a
Saturday.
question. Do y'all see Clemson in the top 4?
I
That's
don't
one
see
of the
it.
people.
I do
I don't
not.
see it. I don't see it.
I don't either.
I
I
don't
don't
even
see
see the
it
game
either. I
either.
think Texas A&M will get there before they will.
I do too.
What y'all think about the Gators?
I don't think they should have jumped to number 12.
Maurice,
Yeah, that jump was
Maurice,
way too high for
keep
them.
firing no shots, Maurice.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I ain't saying that to you. Mark, that's what they think about the Gators.
Look, Maurice, hit dogs bark. Hit dogs bark.
Every time.
You just like I told Shay, y'all just worry about them puppies. Just worry about them puppies. Don't worry about the gator. Worry about them
We we
puppies.
we
We can
were
talk about
we
pussy.
stay worried about our dogs, baby. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We stay in our lane because
Yeah,
we
bro.
championship
I
bred.
got
Yeah,
another
bro.
soundbite for
What
you,
up?
Shane.
It's
Go on and
Mo.
say it, girl.
It's Mo.
We got another
Yeah, bro.
soundbite, Mo. Shane got
What
to
is
say,
it?
Coke, don't worry about Pepsi.
Oh,
Coach, don't worry
yeah.
about Pepsi.
Yeah. So, yeah, but no, I will say this. I like how Buddy took the team on his back and just kind of found the will to win. I
Yeah.
still say you got lucky, but I just like how he
They
did that.
did.
And I think y'all got a pretty good coach.
Where he came from?
Somewhere in Louisiana Tech, maybe something like that. It wasn't a FBS school,
Let me change
but
the subject just for one. When you feel, I'm gonna change the subject for 1 second.
yeah. So, but yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, what y'all think about my boy that played with the Ravens? What y'all think about? Y'all think he gonna stay after this year?
Who,
Since they
Lamar
can't come,
Jackson?
yeah, Lamar Jackson. Since they can't come up
No,
with a
Tampa Bay
deal.
is trying to get him. I'm telling you.
Oh, for
Y'all
real?
heard it from me. He will go to Tampa Bay because this is it for Brady. He's gonna go to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay
You
is
sure?
already working behind the scenes for that.
You sure? You sure, Shane? You know.
Yes, yes.
We gonna see. Lamar Jackson is a beast.
They need to pay that
He-
man wherever he goes.
he's
They need to pay that
he's
man.
coming to Tampa Bay.
Just paying wherever you take him, paying. I don't care where it goes, long as it ain't the Aints or the Cassises or the Cheatriots.
Look,
He gonna go
we got the cow we got the
Who?
cow we got the cowgirlies tomorrow.
What the last one you said, Jeff?
the Cheatriots.
Oh, the Patriots. Okay.
Yes. I don't care what you say. They cheated them some of them
Man.
games. But anyway, yeah. Were y'all expecting the Bills to beat LA like that?
No,
I did.
what
I
happened,
did.
LA?
I did because you know that the Bills they've been almost making it to the Super Bowl the last 2 years. So
And
I
they did
did.
lose Von Miller. You know what I'm saying? Von Miller went over there. I just wasn't expecting them to get beat like that. 31-10. I expected it to be closer than that. That's
That
all.
quarterback good though. What his
Oh
name?
yeah.
The quarterback from
Josh
Buffalo?
Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He been
he's
showing
very
what he
good.
made of.
Yes.
What college he came from?
If you hadn't asked me, I would have been able to tell you. But you asked me, so I don't know.
You don't know? I mean, Mike, you don't know what college he came from?
Who that?
Josh Allen. Where did he go to
Josh
college?
Allen.
Ah, shit. Y'all would ask that.
Exactly. Like
Did he
if
come
you
from
Yeah.
Cincinnati? Didn't he come from Cincinnati?
Nah.
if you hadn't asked, I would have known.
Wow, I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's just how it is.
Give me a second. Hold on.
Mhm.
Wyoming. That's where he came from. Wyoming.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Shan, you gonna reach out to what color you want me to reach out to him and see if he can do it on
Who?
Tuesday.
Who? Skylar?
Be a scholar.
Okay.
Which day?
Tuesdays usually their hard practice.
Well,
So
we'll do it Thursday.
I would think it Wednesday or Thursday because usually there's a middle
Thursday
school
be
or
better.
JV game on Thursday, so they have walkthroughs of lighter practice.
That's why I say Thursday. We do it at 6.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
that'll work.
yeah,
He
yeah. I'm
didn't
gonna
play
have to
last
go,
night
guys,
though.
because
All right.
AJ and them game is at 12:30.
All right.
Enjoy
Good luck,
yourself.
OJ.
Enjoy
Thank
yourself.
you,
Yeah, tell him we said good luck.
thank
Yeah.
you, thank you.
And
All right.
he didn't play last night either. So
Who Scholar didn't?
uh-uh.
I wonder what was going on with that.
He might
I'll
I'm
not.
not
see.
sure. Yeah.
I'll see. Okay.
He
All
didn't
right.
play video. All right. Have a good one.
Okay, y'all. Bye.
EP.
Yo, brother.
Just hit me up when we get out here.
All right. All right. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Peach County, I ain't gonna go on that. I wouldn't go backstage. I don't want to get rid of no fans.
Okay. Well,
It was chilly out there last night. Till I woke up with a headache.
say what you say?
It was chilly out there last night. I woke up with a headache.
Oh yeah. It's fall. It's getting it. It's getting
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
like.
We say, yeah, it's getting foul.
Yeah.
I bet it cold up there though, ain't it, just?
Right now it's just a little. It's a little. It's cool, but it ain't cold.
I hope we have a cold winter though.
Why?
We ain't had none of them. Yeah.
And what's wrong with that?
We need one. You need one every now and then.
Oh, cause if you looking for that wife, you want to be on.
Nah, they ain't got. Nah, that's just a little game. That's just a little game I played. Don't take it. Don't get your panties up in the bunch.
Oh, I'm not upset. I love it.
Nah, that's just a little game I played on Facebook. That's all.
What time? What are some of the best college games y'all think this weekend? What today anyway?
The ones I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Really, all they've been talking about, Alabama and Texas.
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Texas A&M beat Alabama last year.
And Texas A&M did, not Texas.
Okay, Texas A&M. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What you trying to say, Arrow?
No, I thought that's who y'all were playing, Texas A&M.
No, they don't play them till later on in the season.
You're doing shots fired. That's what you're doing there, buddy.
Nah, no one no shot fired, man.
Yeah, you shots fired there, buddy.
I got hatred for Alabama and Georgia, but I'm trying to be as humble as I can.
Let's see. We got Alabama at Texas. Texas A&M is playing Appalachian State.
They'll win that.
Tennessee is playing Kentucky and Florida. That's the one I'm really looking for. I want to see.
Yeah, I'll be watching it at 7 o'clock.
Hey, ain't Georgia playing Mercer?
Yeah, Georgia playing first at 3:30.
I said they playing Mercer.
No, they playing no Mercer. They playing Samford.
They like Mercer.
Shut up. This ain't Auburn. So
what?
And this ain't Alabama playing the Alabama school for the ball.
Florida's supposed to win now.
What school is that, Mike?
Pick one. You seen Alabama schedule?
Yeah.
Man, that wasn't even real. Man, come on now. Let's be for serious.
Alabama playing scared. And scared they ain't got no football.
I'm trying to. Those are the ones the only two that I'm truly interested in. I mean, Georgia gonna probably blow Samford out. So.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like
they will.
I'm gonna tell you. I root for Georgia. Alabama ain't playing, but I'm just really. I root for them. Alabama ain't playing.
Oh well, that's nice. I don't like anything about Alabama. I appreciate that. I do. I don't like nothing about Alabama but Nick Saban. Everybody, nothing else. Not a whole bunch of like marquee matchups this week that piqued my interest. I'm looking at the top.
I think Kier probably should have came to Alabama, man.
No, he shouldn't. He did right.
I'm just saying
Um,
though, is he
Baylor
playing?
at BYU. Yeah. They playing cupcakes this week. So
See, that's what I'm saying. That's not cool with me. That don't sit right with me. That's man, he's an athlete, but I guess the guys they got is better. I guess.
Marie, y'all finna play in 30 minutes.
yeah.
I know. Roll Tide, roll Tide.
Ugh.
I see Mississippi State, Arizona play.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna even watch it because I already know what it's gonna be.
USC play Stanford at 7:30 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't been the same since what's called left.
See, Reggie Bush.
Yeah, they ain't been the same since Reggie Bush and left and Pete Carroll left.
Pete Carroll, yeah. When
They
Pete
ain't
Carroll
been the
left,
same. They ain't been the same. I used to like them at one
but
point.
let me tell y'all this. If Lincoln Riley actually gets recruiting going and he keeps those athletes from California in California, you will see a resurgence of USC football. Because what's happening is they weren't recruiting and all these like Bowers the tight end at Georgia, he's from California. All these talented guys, they're leaving and they're headed south. But if he keeps them in California and he poaches some from other places, you'll see USC emerge again.
But why y'all think what's called a good coach though? Georgia coach, a good coach. Why
Who?
y'all know the coach at Georgia?
Kirby?
Yeah, y'all know who taught Kirby what he knows. So that's why he's doing so good, right?
Whatever. Kirby's smart.
Yeah.
Kirby is smart. And he is the reason.
He learned
One of the reasons why that Alabama defense was so stellar. And he's a recruiter.
But get with him. He still learned he still was up under regime.
He gave him the opportunity.
Yeah,
but guess what?
Yeah, that's why he's so good today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
In the words of Mike Rachel, I'm a terrible human being.
It just depends on how you look at it, because it could be. Yeah, he is.
Oh man,
Bro, y'all ain't got Cole. You stupid.
Oh, all right. Anybody check that Tennessee? What Tennessee looking like?
Man, Tennessee ain't played
I
nobody
haven't
yet.
seen what they look
Because
like.
I know they played number 17.
They ain't the same. They ain't been the same since what's called since Antonio Davis and Peyton Manning. They ain't been the same.
Yeah, Phil. Well, they kicked Phil on that. They will. I mean, had Jeremy Pruitt not been caught with them McDonald's bags, they probably would have been farther along than they are now. But I don't know. Lane Kiffin messed them up too.
I got something to say. Go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead. I got something to say. Then we're gonna close it out because I know I got.
You can go ahead. You go ahead.
I get ready for my Bama team. Yeah, get ready for my Bama to play.
Okay, go ahead and say it.
Hold on. This is for everybody that watches our page and try to do what we do and can't do what we do. This is for you. Stick to what you know best. Shots fired. Cause you's a terrible human being.
Woo, man.
Cole, you
That's
stupid.
an interesting way to end the show.
I believe Notre Dame number 8.
With that being said, just could you please close it out for us?
It was a great morning wrap up of Friday night football. Thanks to everybody that participated. Thanks to the panel. Y'all, I always enjoy talking with you guys. To anybody out there that's listening, please invite more people to listen. If you would like to nominate a player of the week, please send the email to sportstalksfridaynightlights@gmail.com. by Tuesday at 8 p.m. We want to acknowledge your players of the week. So please get in as many as possible. Just thanks to everybody, and y'all have a good Saturday.
Hey, tell them don't forget about the S's, man. The 2 S's.
Oh, okay. The S. There is an S behind sport, and there is an S behind light. So it's Sports Talk Friday Night Lights at gmail.com.
You'll be a perfect English teacher.
My mother was an English professor. That's where I got it from. My mother was an English professor.
Perfect. She'll know it perfectly. Well, with that being said, the storm coming out of storm. We are holler.
All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
You too.
All right.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Yo, checking in one time for your mind. Stay tuned for your Friday Night Lights every Monday and Wednesday night.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
I have to go see a man about a minute.
And you better not lose.